President Biden announcing the largest prisoner swap since the Cold War. 24 people held in captivity exchanged between multiple countries.
Biden says among the Americans freed are Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich and former Marine Paul Whelan. ABC's Perry Russom is in Washington with more.
President Biden says the prisoner exchange includes the release of 3 Americans and 1 legal permanent resident. Among the released are Evan Gershkovich and Paul Whelan.
And now, their brutal ordeal is over, and they're free.
Gershkovich is a reporter for the Wall Street Journal, arrested by Russian authorities in March of 2023.
We want him to come home as soon as possible.
Russian authorities charged Gershkovich with espionage, a charge both he and the U.S. deny.
We condemn the detention of Mr. Gershkovich in the strongest terms.
Gershkovich faced a 3-day trial in Moscow 2 weeks ago and was found guilty, sentenced to 16 years in Russian prison.
This was a fast, secret, and completely bogus trial. Everything about it was a sham.
Paul Whelan is a former Marine, arrested while traveling in Russia in 2018. He was also charged with espionage, convicted in 2020, sentenced to 16 years in prison. Whelan, the Biden administration, and Trump administration denied the allegation from Russian authorities.
The deal that made this possible was a feat of diplomacy and friendship. Multiple countries helped get this done. They joined the difficult, complex negotiations at my request, and I personally thank them all again.
Biden says while he celebrates the return of the Americans and rejoices with their families, he says the U.S. will never stop working to bring home the other Americans still being held in Russia. Perry Russom, ABC News, Washington.